All right, everybody, welcome back to Kings of the North. I'm Master Dalkin. Joining me now is going to be Clarity Gaming's CG.ElhayM from over on the West Coast, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you're over in BC, and you studied web design and graphic design, correct?
Yes. Yep.
What university did you go to, actually?
I go to the British Columbia Institute of Technology.
All right, all right. So you told me that your year finished up just recently, back in April. So how did that affect your ability to practice StarCraft?
Basically, like, I didn't really have much time to play overall, but recently I've had a lot of time to play, but there's been a lot of things going on, so I'm still kind of waiting for the day that I actually, like, start to play a lot.
All right, all right. So for your finals match, you had to play MaSa. How did you prepare for him?
I basically just laddered a lot because I actually don't have too many Terran practice partners, unfortunately. But I mean, I couldn't really get some info on him because, like, obviously my MMR isn't that high against MaSa. He's really high up on the ladder, and he's like a much more superior player. But I had to play my best, so I tried.
All right, all right. So have you played MaSa before your match here?
I think I have several times, and I've lost all of them for sure.
So it kind of like what most Toronto players have going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. So in Group B, you were supposed to be playing Huck, but of course he had to forfeit. How did you feel when you found out that he had to forfeit?
Well, I was kind of disappointed because, like, I actually practiced, like, a lot for Huck, more than I did for MaSa. Like, I was practicing with my teammate Saravati for a good while, and I came up with a couple of builds that were prepared, but unfortunately I couldn't execute them since he didn't show up.
Yeah, yeah, but, you know, things happen. But during that time, while we were waiting for Huck, we did start talking about the WZS hot dog guy. And if you come over to Toronto again, will you ever join me in a quest to find him?
Yes, sir. Like, that hot dog guy, sir, he's so good. Like, provided the best hot dogs. Like,
yeah,
he's comedic too.
Yeah. And for those of you who are a bit unaware of what we're talking about, back at NASL 3 back in 2012, there was this guy who sold hot dogs with a cart outside the venue, and he had some of the best hot dogs ever, as CG.ElhayM has said here. All right. So, you know, for playing MaSa, how much TVT practice have you had recently?
I basically only get it from the ladder. Like I said, I didn't really have much. Well, I don't have, like, Terran practice partners at all. So I just mostly look at the Korean ladder because, yeah, Korean Terrans are Korean Terrans. Yeah. And MaSa's a Korean Terran, so
yeah.
Obviously MaSa's really, really good.
Did MaSa's play these past two games go to the norms of TVT from what you're used to, or did it differ quite a bit?
Well, game one, I was planning to do that build, like the Proxy Marauder build, but then he pretty much scattered on time, and I just had to wing it from there. And game two, I saw that he did, like, a build that Maru actually does, so, like, Maru taking for Maru.
Yeah.
And I knew it was Cloak Banshee, but he positioned his Banshee very well, and he microed it well, so I mean, there's not much I can do. Like, I don't really play standard TVT, unfortunately. That's why sometimes it's my weakest matchup, sometimes it's my best, because it really depends on the maps. Like, last season, they were, like, really Reaper friendly. Like, I always open 2-Rax Reaper. Like, for anyone who's ever seen my games in TVT, I only open 2-Rax Reaper. But unfortunately, like, this season's map pool, yeah, I can't really do that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, over in Game 2, you did get out that Raven, but unfortunately it did go down. Is getting that Raven a thing that you had in your build right from the get-go, or did you put that in because of MaSa getting those Banshees in Game 1?
Yeah, I knew MaSa was going to go for the Banshee because of the first little push, so like, the build that I was doing was designed to get out the Raven anyways, but if there wasn't, if MaSa was playing normally, then I wouldn't get the Raven, otherwise I'll just play standard.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, well, that's about all the questions I have for you, Mark, but thank you for joining us here, and hopefully we get to see you again in another ES Champ event. Yeah, so, we're going to be back with more Kings of the North with our second finals game of Hendrilisk versus Desro for our next match. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.